Nowadays, there's a growing interest in CLIL, Content and Language Integrated Learning. But what are the key criteria for teachers when they're trying to choose books for young learners? I think there's 5 main points to consider, and I'm going to illustrate these with some examples from the Cambridge Young Readers Why Is It So series. But of course the points apply to any other good non-fiction books. First of all, the most important thing is quality. We need to make sure that the books are as attractive in every way as the non-fiction books that children are reading outside the classroom in their first language. Of course, the content is important. You want to make sure that it matches the requirements of your curriculum, but also, and that it's interesting and challenging for your children, but also that it doesn't overwhelm them with too many facts and figures or new information that they don't need to know at this stage. Familiar context. When children are encountering new concepts, it's particularly important that the examples that they're given are of things that are familiar to them. For example, in this book, Why Does It Fly?, a balloon is used to explain the force of thrust and to show how a jet engine works. Careful choice of language structures is also especially important when we're expecting children to assimilate new and often quite difficult information. Structures such as the passive, for example, are used a lot in non-fiction books, but they're not usually taught until much later. So you need to check that the language level as well as the content is appropriate. Key vocabulary. The focus in the book needs to be on the key vocabulary for the topic so that the children are not presented with too much extra to try to understand. A good glossary can help you to assess this, and it's also important to try to make sure that the definitions are clear and that they match the meaning of the word as it's actually shown in the text. Clear diagrams and illustrations are crucial in helping children to understand non-fiction. This is an example of the way that photos that are clear and unambiguous can be used to scaffold the text. But the layout's also very important. You need to make sure that they relate directly to the text and also that they're shown in the right order.